Have you heard of object-oriented programming? It is also known as OOP in brief. In this lesson, we will explain what it is, and this will enable you to handle more advanced programming concepts. In addition, OOP is a stepping stone for explaining modules. We will do that in our next lesson. We can say every value in Python is an object. Integers, floats, strings, lists, they are all objects. Think of them as logical objects. Therefore, object-oriented programming refers to the concept of interacting with one or more objects. Today, there are several languages supporting OOP. Java, PHP, Python, and C++, for instance. The reason programming has evolved to this level is conceptual. Objects allow us to model real-world concepts. For example, we can have a list containing the exact number of visitors in a gallery for March. This is a list containing 31 data points, given that March has 31 days. Or we could enter names of the galleries as string values in a dictionary called galleries. An object contains data, such as a number or a string, plus the operations allowing us to manipulate the data. Okay, excellent. The next thing we'll do is introduce the concepts of classes, attributes, and methods. Each object belongs to some class, defining the rules for creating that object, and we can attach a certain number of attributes to it. Let's use a metaphoric example that will make things much clearer. Uncle Archibald can make bikes, so he belongs to the bike maker's class. He knows the rules for creating a bike. This is a bike he made. Therefore, it is an object of the bike maker's class. As an object, it has certain attributes that refer to the state of that object. Its color, size, and type, mountain bike or road bike, are attributes that can be assigned to it. A method is something different. It is a consequential logic sequence that can be applied to the object. It could be an operation like turn left, turn right, slow down, or accelerate. These actions can be applied to the object, but it is important that, while programming, the focus is on the object and not the action, as it is in other types of programming. This is it. Let's provide a practical example that will help you visualize these concepts even better. We can create a list with 3 floats, and it will be our object. Sometimes, people will refer to objects with the word instance, or they may say properties instead of attributes. This is fine, as these terms can be used interchangeably. The object we created belongs to the Python's list class. One attribute of this list is the type of data in it. Technically, a list can contain various types of data, such as integers and strings. So, it is important to define the type of data used here. These are floats. A method we could apply to this object is extend or index, as we saw earlier in the sequences section. And please pay attention. These operations can be performed only after we have created the object. The difference between a function and a method is subtle and can be confusing. Try to remember, a method is a special function. As any other function, a method can have many parameters of various data types, but it will surely contain the object it is applied to as one of them. A method belongs to a certain class, while a function exists on its own. Looking back at our bike maker's example, if there isn't a bike that's been made, there is no way to apply the turn left method. One of the parameters of the turn left method must be a bike object. To avoid confusion between the terms method and function, the Pythonic syntax is different in the two situations. As we saw in our previous lessons, the method name is not just succeeded by parentheses. It is written after the name of the object it is applied to and the dot operator. Great! This concept will help you on your way to becoming a solid programmer. Let's keep up the good work and continue with the next video where we will explain modules and packages. Thank you for watching.